It's good you brought that up. I actually came with a list of questions here.
Oh, okay.
Quite a few questions here. This handy-dandy notepad. Because
Wow.
there's a lot of them. These aren't all for Kirk. Some of these are, these are notes. Actually, I was given these how to work with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder it's so long.
Well, here, yeah, it's compliment his suit, compliment his hair.
How about the cologne?
Don't make eye contact with Scott. And the one that freaks me out, though, about it says, don't feed after midnight. I'm not really sure why that's the case.
That's probably
but
the wife
yeah,
and the
look,
baby.
So we got a few here. I think the first thing that if you're going to ask Kirk a question at this event, make sure you ask him, say, Kirk, have you ever told Bruce Allen that it's actually Kirk? Do we know that? We need to make sure he knows his name. I think that's an important thing.
Important.
Kirk, did you see the weather in Jacksonville? The
70s,
weather's nice,
sunny,
you know.
beach.
They might be looking for a quarterback. There's a possibility. Do you trust your process more than the Sixers trust theirs? He always talks about
Joel
the process.
Embiid could be
very
buddies.
important. Seriously, Kirk, what's it going to take to keep you here? I think that's really important that we ask him that. Or you could just say, you know, when did you know you wanted to leave D.C.? I think that would be good. Let's see, because I think deep down he's not going to be here. That's just me. Oh, you know, were you mad when the 49ers traded for Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah, that's a good
question.
one. Yeah, great question.
Did you hope that Jared Goff was going to be a bust? Another very good question to ask him. I want to know his real feelings. I want to see if somebody can get to him and really get out what he really feels inside, you know, because he's always so calm and cool and collected, except for the little temper tantrum that he threw on the sidelines, last week. To actually get a real answer at him, maybe somebody can do it. At this point, he can just sit there and say, you know what? I'll tell you how I really feel here. So there's a few questions. We could ask him maybe why the NFL ratings are a little down this year. Maybe he's got an answer for that. I don't know how his Christmas was, how his New Year's was. There's all kinds of things that we could ask him.
And, you know, the big question, obviously, is he going to stay or is he going to go? Again, it's not in his hands.
Well, I guess it could be. I mean, if the Redskins decide they only want to offer him a legit contract, which would be a shocker because we've been begging for that for years. Other than that, yeah, they can franchise him. But, like, let's be honest here for a second. Do we really think that they're going to pay $35 million for a one-year deal? I just don't see that happening with the way that this team has been, really, they've been kind of penny pinchers when it comes to a lot of the moves they've made, a lot of one-year deals with a lot of different players. Do we really think that at this point now they're finally going to say, all right, you know what here, let's go ahead and just one more year, $35 million here, and we'll work it out next year? Like, the ship has sailed, and it's been gone for a while. It's just he's basically buying his time at this point before he can finally get out, and I just don't see any scenario where he comes back with this team.
Do you think, you brought up the point of Jimmy Garoppolo to San Francisco. He's not going to go to San Francisco now.
Nope.
He brought up
not
Jared
the way
Goff
Garoppolo's playing.
to the Rams. He's probably not going to go there because Goff had a great season and they're building in LA there. Is the market kind of hurting Kirk in a sense because those are two big kingpins that are locked up already?
It was easy to think that because those are former coaches, so that's sort of like the natural fit. But I mean, how many teams in the NFL need a quarterback?
Giants,
I mean, the
maybe
Giants
the Steelers
could, the Jets, the Jaguars, good Lord, the Broncos need a quarterback. We saw that. It's awful. I mean, there are so many teams out there in the NFL right now that are begging for a quarterback that they'd be willing to pay the right money to get Cousins in there. And I think he'd want a fresh start too. I really do.
No.
Here's what I've said about Kirk is that the Redskins have always been looking for a Victoria's Secret model. They're not going to marry her, but you know what they have? They have a great 8 sitting in front of him right now that's going to make a great wife, and it's going to be a great life together, and they're going to be really successful. Put the ring on the finger and make this a marriage.